As superbike racing has evolved over the past 4 decades, almost every manufacturer that has participated in the sport has at one time or another built special homologation models to get an advantage within the scope of the rules. But in recent years, a few of those same brands have decided to push the boundaries beyond the restraints imposed by racing and built no-holds-barred track bikes. Lighter, more powerful, more exotic, and more awesome. These technical marvels are as much about showcasing engineering knowledge as they are for developing ideas for future models. Ducati's Superleggera Ondismo C2C as well as Honda's RC213 VS are prime examples of super specials that for one reason or another are too radical to compete in most racing series. BMW's brand new HP4 Race is all of those things and more. At 377 pounds fully fueled and with 215 horsepower at the rear wheel, the power-to-weight ratio is stunning. But this bike's real talking points are the chassis components and upgraded electronics that put it into a realm that few riders outside of the world's superbike or MotoGP paddocks have ever experienced. The HP4 Race is so much more than a fancy paint job. First off, the one-piece, carbon fiber frame weighs just 17.2 pounds, 8.8 less than its aluminum counterpart, and is built by an automated resin transfer molding process in which all pivots, inserts, and headset races are molded in without any fiber-damaging drilling required post-production. An ultra-stiff aluminum suture-developed swing arm differs dramatically from the S1000RRs with the underslung bracing as opposed to the standard model's banana beams. The subframe is also CF, but it is a more traditional hand layup piece and offers 3 seat height settings ranging from 32.1 to 33.3 inches. Because adjustability is absolutely essential on a track bike, the HP4 Race comes with adjustable swing arm pivot inserts that alter the position in ±4 mm increments, while the steering head's offset and rake can be altered with inserts, offset, 26, 28, 30, or 32 mm, brake, 24.5 degrees, +/0.5 or +/1.0 degree. Ride height can also be adjusted ±5 mm on the Öhlins TTX36 GP shock absorber, while tasty rear sets can be set to preference too. A quiverful of included front and rear final drive sprockets will ensure your gearing is ideal wherever you ride. There is a candy bolted all over the HP4 Race, but every bit of it is designed for function first. Up front is a WSBK Refugee Öhlins FGR 300 inverted fork with titanium nitride-coated inner tubes and 5.1 inches of travel. If that doesn't grab your attention, the nickel-plated Brembo GP4 PR monoblock brake calipers, the same as Valentino Rossi uses, surely will. These have anti-friction coated titanium pistons and clamp down on thicker, 6.5 mm 320 mm diameter steel racing discs and are fed by a Brembo RSC 19x18 master cylinder. Super trick, but easy to miss, is the tiny rear 4-piston Brembo caliper, with T-pistons, that pinches a 220 mm disc. Although looking at the spec sheet is impressive, understanding how it works as a package can only be fully grasped at speed on a racetrack. Like the cockpits of various factory superbikes that I have been fortunate enough to ride over the years, the HP4 Races is all business. The 2D dash is all about communicating data to the rider in a simple interface, while the MotoGP, superbike-style mode control pods are designed for making quick changes on the fly at speed. BMW brand ambassador Nate Kern explained how different the settings on the Race are compared to the RR, meaning traction control, engine braking, and wheelie control settings are completely unique to the HP4 Race. Read, aggressive. It wasn't the engine or electronics that initially snagged my attention, it was the amazing handling afforded by the bike's lightweight but enhanced substantially by the flexibility the carbon fiber wheels allow. Weighing 30% less than forged aluminum wheels, these composite hoops are made by a machine that braids the fiber into the shape in one piece. The effect of the rotating mass is claimed to be 40% reduced at speed. flicking through a Storrell's tight chicane was much easier on the HP4 Race than the RR. And while the handling couldn't be called anything less than dreamy, those big Brembo brakes are truly impressive, trying to suck your eyeballs out of their sockets at the end of the 6th gear front straight. Oh, yeah, that's with one finger on the lever. The feel is linear and powerful without any grabbiness. Braking is clearly designed for riders much more talented than myself. The same can be said of the Öhlins dampers at either end. That leaves us with the engine. After switching from intermediate to dry 2 and dry 1, I got the real meaty flavor of this machine. These hand-built, blueprinted engines are hybrids of World Superbike and World Endurance specifications. A 200-gram lighter crankshaft, forged steel panel connecting rods, race camshafts, optimized air intakes, rev limit increased to 14,500, from 14,200, an all-titanium Aquapovic race exhaust, and updated electronics unleash the beast. And while going fast is kind of the point, with only 5 machines available for about 25 journalists, we were told not to crash in a way only the Germans can make sound so serious. Point taken. Attempts to tame less intrusive DTC settings will have to wait until my lotto numbers hit. But if you happen to be one of 125 US buyers lucky enough to acquire this amazing $78,000 machine, do us all a favor and don't lock it up in a closet away from curious eyes. Get out there and let the awesomeness be free.